I own 3 cats, and I used to think chest sleeping was just your cat wanting to cuddle. Then I realized it almost always lines up with one specific feeling your cat has about you, and there's a super easy way to tell which one it is. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through what's really going on when they choose that spot, why it can start all of a sudden, why some cats do it to one person but not the other, and the few moments where it's actually a clue you should pay attention to. Okay, picture this. It's late. You finally get comfortable, and then you feel that careful little step, step, step on the blanket. They circle once, like they're measuring you, and then they lower their whole body right onto your chest. Sometimes they purr like a motor. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they knead your shirt like you're a loaf of bread. And then they just melt. If you've ever wondered why your cat picked your chest instead of your lap, your feet, or the end of the bed, the answer starts with something you don't really think about because it's happening quietly. Your chest is loud to a cat. Not like noise loud, but your chest is full of signals. Your heartbeat, your breathing, the little movements you don't notice. To us, it's just being alive. To a cat, it's like lying down next to a steady drum. One of my rag dolls will do this thing where he gets on my chest, and then he presses his chin down like he's trying to listen to me. And that's basically what he's doing. Cats are wired to feel safe near steady, familiar rhythms. When your cat is on your chest and they settle in fast, that's often them saying, "This is safe. I can fully relax here." If your cat only sleeps on your chest at certain times, like right when you stop scrolling your phone, or right when you lay down after being busy all day, they might be doing something else. They might be controlling access. Not in a mean way, more in a pick-me way. Cats learn patterns fast. If your cat has learned that bedtime is when you disappear into sleep and they lose your attention for hours, some of them try to get there first. They basically place themselves where it's hardest for you to ignore them. They'll keep adjusting. They'll stare at your face. They'll paw at your chin. They'll purr, but it's like loud. Like they're turning the volume up on purpose. One of my cats will do this dramatic flop onto my chest and then look directly at me like, "Now what?" And it's not because he's cold. It's because he's decided this is our time. Now here's a twist that surprises people. Sometimes chest sleeping is your cat taking care of you. I know that sounds like I'm making it deep, but just stay with me. Cats are tiny routine machines. They notice changes that we miss. If your breathing is different, if you're restless, if you're stressed, if you're sick, your body changes. Your scent changes. Your movement changes. Your temperature can change. And some cats respond by getting closer. I've had nights where I'm anxious and my mind is racing, and my Persian will come up and settle right on my chest and purr. And the purring part matters, because purring isn't only, "I'm happy." Cats also purr when they're nervous, or when they're hurt, or when they're trying to calm themselves down. So if your cat is chest sleeping and purring a lot, it can be a comfort loop for both of you. Your cat feels your steady breathing and heartbeat, and you feel their purr and warmth. It's like both nervous systems are trying to sync up. And if you've ever had that moment where you were upset, and your cat showed up out of nowhere and got extra close, yeah, that's not your imagination. Now, I don't want to make it sound magical. Your cat isn't thinking, "My human is experiencing emotional distress. I will now perform therapy." But it's simpler. They notice you're off, and closeness feels safe, so they choose closeness. But there's one more reason that makes chest sleeping make a lot of sense, and it's less about love and more about strategy. Your chest is high ground. Cats are always choosing spots that give them an advantage. Even super cuddly cats still have that little instinct running in the background. On your chest, they're elevated. They can hear the room. They can see more. They can feel you move before you even sit up. If you have a cat that's a bit jumpy, or you live in a noisy home, or there are other pets, chest sleeping can be the best seat in the house. And if your cat used to sleep at your feet but suddenly moved to your chest, think about what changed in their environment. New sounds outside at night? A new pet? Construction noises? Someone moving around in the morning? Even something simple like you started closing the bedroom door when you didn't before. Cats don't always handle change by hiding. Sometimes they handle change by sticking to you. Now let's talk about the one cat fact that nobody wants to admit, but it's real. Sometimes your cat is claiming you, like literally. If you have more than one cat or other pets, or even a partner your cat is a little jealous of, chest sleeping can be a way to reserve you, and it can be subtle. You might notice your cat chooses your chest the most when someone else comes close, or your cat suddenly appears the second you hug your partner on the couch, or they wedge themselves between you and the other cat. One of my ragdolls is very sweet, but he's also very into being the first choice. If I'm petting the other cat, he'll calmly walk over and place his body directly in the middle like he's solving a problem. No drama, just physics. So if chest sleeping happens more when there's competition, that's what you're seeing. Your cat is saying, "This is mine," but in a cat way, not in a scary way. Okay, now here's something important. If your cat has always been independent and they suddenly start sleeping on your chest out of nowhere, don't panic, but do pay attention. Sometimes that's a comfort move because they don't feel well. Cats hide illness really well, like annoyingly well. So they might not show obvious signs, but they'll change where they rest. They may seek more warmth, more closeness, more security. So I always tell people, don't only watch the cuddles, watch the whole picture. If your cat starts chest sleeping and you also notice they're eating less, drinking more or less, sleeping way more than normal, hiding during the day but clingy at night, acting cranky when touched, or their litter box habits changed, that's when I'd consider a vet check. Not because chest sleeping is bad, but because sudden behavior shifts can be your only early clue. And there's also the opposite situation. If your cat always slept on your chest and suddenly stops, that can also mean something changed. It could be as simple as the room is warmer, or you started moving more in your sleep, or you changed detergent and your shirt smells different. Yes, really, cats can be that dramatic, but it can also mean your cat is stressed or not feeling great. So chest sleeping is a message, but the message depends on the pattern. Now, I want to talk about something practical, because I know some of you are like, "Laura, this is adorable, but I can't breathe." Totally fair. If you like the cuddles but you want your chest back, you don't have to reject your cat. You just have to give them a second best option that actually feels good to them. Because if you simply push them off, a lot of cats will take that as, "Oh, we're playing the shove game," and they'll come right back, or they'll try harder, or they'll get offended and go bite a plant. Instead, think about what your chest is giving them. It's warmth, your scent, and a steady spot, so you can mimic that. You can place a soft blanket or a worn shirt near your pillow or next to your torso, so it still smells like you. Some cats will accept that as the new cuddle zone. If your cat likes pressure, a slightly folded blanket can feel more nest-like than a flat one. And if your cat likes the height, a sturdy bed right next to your pillow can work, because they still feel like they're up near your face without sitting on your lungs. And if your cat is chest sleeping because they want connection before you fall asleep, give them that connection on purpose for a minute. A little petting session, a calm voice, then guide them to the side spot. A lot of cats just want the "we're together" moment, and once they get it, they're willing to move 2 inches. Now, if you're someone who actually wants your cat to sleep on your chest more, I get that too. It's the sweetest thing until they do it at 3 a.m. with a cold, wet nose. If you want to encourage it, the biggest thing is making your body feel like a safe, calm place. Cats don't usually choose a chest that is constantly shifting, grabbing, squeezing, or trapping them. So if your cat tries it and then leaves quickly, it might be because they feel held down. Let them come and go, pet them gently, slow blinks, soft voice. And don't stare them down, because direct staring can feel intense to cats. Also, pay attention to timing. Many cats get more cuddly when the house is quiet. So if you only try during the day when there's noise and movement, they may not be in the mood. But at night, when everything settles, they suddenly become a teddy bear. Now, quick safety note because I have to say it. If your cat is heavy, if you have breathing issues, if you're recovering from something, or if you're a very deep sleeper who doesn't wake up easily, it's okay to set a boundary. Same if there's a baby or small child. Cats and babies should not sleep together unsupervised, even if the cat is the sweetest angel on earth. It's just not worth the risk. And for anyone with allergies or asthma, chest sleeping can be a lot. It puts fur and dander right near your face for hours. So if you wake up congested and miserable, it doesn't mean you love your cat less. It means your body is reacting. Now let me give you a little decoder that I use with my own cats because this makes it so much easier to understand what they mean. If your cat sleeps on your chest and they're limp, quiet, and fully relaxed, it's usually deep trust and comfort. If they're on your chest and they're alert, shifting, staring at your face, or trying to touch your mouth and chin, it's often attention and connection. If they're on your chest, and it happens most when other pets or people are around, it can be a claiming thing. If it starts suddenly during a time where you've been stressed, sick, or your routine changed, it can be your cat reacting to that change and choosing you as the safe base. And if your cat is on your chest purring like crazy, it can be a calm down loop for them or for you, or both. None of these are bad. They're just different reasons that look similar from the outside. And I'll end with my favorite part about all of this, because it's the reason I still let my cats do it, even when I'm like, okay, I'd like oxygen now. When a cat sleeps on your chest, they're choosing closeness at their most vulnerable time. Cats don't do that with just anyone. They're picky, they're careful, they have standards. And the fact that your cat has decided, yep, this is the spot, this is my person, is actually a really big deal in cat language.